As a generous gesture, my boyfriend's parents planned an extravagant spring break trip to Cabo, treating the entire family to a luxurious getaway. I was excited until I realized there was a catch. Becky, my boyfriend's mother, had never hidden her disdain for me. She often made snide remarks about my background, belittling my parents' blue-collar jobs and my career as a nurse. Though I had learned to endure her coldness, I never expected what she did at the airport. As we gathered for check-in, Becky began distributing the flight tickets. One by one, she handed out first-class tickets to every single family member, except me. When she reached me, she casually placed a single coach ticket in my hand. I stared at it, confused. Then she delivered her reasoning with a dismissive smirk. "You're used to it. Plus, we had an extra coach ticket, so you should be grateful." The words stung. While they boarded the priority line for first class, I was left standing alone in the crowded coach queue, the reality of my exclusion weighing on me. I fought back the lump rising in my throat, determined not to let Becky see how much she had humiliated me. Then, as if the situation couldn't get worse, I reached the counter only to be told I had an unexpected baggage fee. I hesitated, glancing over at my boyfriend, hoping he'd step in, offer to help, or at the very least, acknowledge the cruelty of the situation. But he remained silent, oblivious, or perhaps unwilling to challenge his mother. And there Becky stood, watching with that same smug expression, as if she was testing me, waiting to see if I would simply accept my place as less than the rest of them. Something inside me snapped. Overwhelmed, I vented my frustration to the check-in attendant, my voice shaking, tears slipping down my cheeks. The woman behind the counter looked at me with genuine empathy, her kindness in stark contrast to the treatment I had received from the very people who were supposed to consider me family. "You don't have to go with them," she said gently. "You don't have to travel with people who don't appreciate you." And in that moment, I knew she was right. I stepped out of line, my heart pounding as I made my way back through the airport, no longer willing to tolerate the blatant disrespect. Later, I confronted my boyfriend about the way his mother had treated me. Instead of standing by me, he made excuses. That was all I needed to know. Our relationship unraveled right then and there. Becky was mortified when I finally spoke my truth, but it was too late. Some departures are far more important than just missing a flight. And sometimes standing up for yourself means walking away, no matter how turbulent the path may seem.